Okay, we're live. So this is the video on writing your own string length function. So my string length.c. Okay, we've got something we can compile. So let's compile this. I'm really trying to make a point here. Okay, so that seems to work. So I think we did this in class. We did a very short version of this where we said while, and I'm going to change this name to be str because I want to emphasize that this string str has nothing to do with this. Just because they have the same name doesn't make them, twinsies. And so we're going to modify this one. So say while star str does not equal the null character, length plus plus and string plus plus. And so this latter one is doing pointer arithmetic. This is the same as string equals string plus 1. And so that's how we've seen pointer arithmetic in the past, that we'd have a pointer and we'd add or subtract a value to it, and that would produce a new pointer. In this case, since we're dealing with characters, which are bytes, the 1 is going to be 1 byte. If this was an integer, it would be 4 bytes or something. And so I think this will work. So let's compile this and run it. Whoops. And if we run it, it says the string length is 11. So hello is 5, world is 5, and the space is 1. So here's a point I want to make, which is the address of the string argument to my string length is %p, and we would put in its address, and then the value of the string argument to my string length is that. And so, every pointer is 8 bytes, and there's 8 bytes to store this location right here. And so these are the 8 bytes, and then this is going to be the location where the 8 bytes are stored. And similarly down here, the address of the string variable, so I'm going to do 2CW, to change word, in main is, and so I will often just eyeball how many words do I want to change, and then I'll just change them in mass. Is that, and the value is that. So then that works as well. So let's try this. And we run it. We find that in main, it's got an address of BC8, and the value is 10 something, and the address of the argument is B98, and then its value is the same. And so, the way that this compiler is laying out memory and the stack and the heap, it's giving me addresses that are all of the form 7FF. The reason that this one is 107 whatever is because by saying car star string equals hello world, it's actually putting this string where it puts the global variables, and then and that's the location. So now string is pointing to this location of these 12 bytes in the global variable, which is area, which is called the data segment. So then, as we go here in the while loop, what we're going to find is that we still start with having, BC8 for the location on the stack where these 8 bytes are stored, and then the value of the 8 bytes is this 10C60, and then this one up here, the argument to the function, it has its own storage as well. It's as if it was declared this way, because it's its own location on with automatic memory on this so-called stack. And so it has its own location, but its value is the same. But as we're incrementing, well, there's still just 8 bytes here for the string variable, so it's consistently at B98, 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 but the value of what it's pointing to becomes from 60 to 61 to 62 to 63 to 64 and so on. But if we go back here, and after so what we see is we start off and we're pointing at F48, that's the location of the H in hello world. We go into the myStringLength function, it's at F48, and as we increment we get F49, F4A, F4B, F4C, F4D, F4E, F4F, and then we get to F50, and so on. But after calling myStringLength, and we go back and look what the value of this variable is, it's still F48. So just because the copy changed doesn't mean that the original needed to change. Okay, I think that's all I want to say about this. If anyone has any questions, let me know. You can type questions in the comments and I'll try to answer them. Bye, everyone.